Look, spinal cord injuries are very, very serious. When someone suffers a spinal cord injury, it can cause a loss of sensation and function that can lead to paralysis, quadriplegia, and paraplegia. It can also cause you to become incontinent, both of your bladder and your bowel, and that can cause a lot of health problems related to that. These injuries can be devastating, and that's exactly what happened to a client of ours that I'm going to call Betty. Betty went to the hospital for treatment of a blood clot in her leg. Now, this should have been a simple treatment, but the doctors made a mistake. They overdosed her on blood thinners, and that caused massive bleeding into her spinal column. And even though she was complaining to them of a headache that was 10 out of 10 pain, they didn't do anything to investigate what was causing these complaints until she couldn't move her arms and legs. By the time they diagnosed her, a huge blood clot had formed in her spinal column and it was compressing on her spinal cord. That caused her to be left paralyzed because the doctors didn't look after her the way they should have. Her paraplegia left her not only unable to walk, but completely incontinent. She required round-the-clock care at home and faced a future where her medical costs were going to be astronomical for the rest of her life. That's when we came in. We met with Betty and we went to work immediately. We worked with the best experts and we fought tirelessly to get her a multi-million-dollar settlement that ensured she was going to be able to get the best medical care for the rest of her life. My name is Andrea Bonina and my firm represents individuals who have sustained serious spinal cord injuries. In situations where a spinal cord injury is caused by negligence or malpractice, the injured person might have a legal claim. It's important, if you sustained a spinal cord injury as the result of an accident or as the result of medical treatment that you think was malpractice, that you meet with an attorney who understands not just the medicine, but also how spinal cord injury can impact someone for the rest of their lives. Because of our background in working with people who have spinal cord injuries, we know who the best experts are to prove that the defendants are liable for the injury and also to prove the full impact that the injuries have had on a client's life. This means working with life care planners to testify about what equipment, medication, and supplies are going to be necessary for that client for the rest of their life, and also with economists to discuss the cost of care and the impact of lost earnings and benefits if that person's unable to work. At Bonina & Bonina, our attorneys have decades of experience, and we have recovered many multi-million-dollar verdicts and settlements on behalf of people with severe spinal cord injuries. In the case we were just talking about, we had to show that the hospital and their neglect caused Betty's injury. We worked tirelessly and we retained the best experts in the business so we could fight for her and get her a multi-million-dollar award. The insurance companies that represent doctors and hospitals, they are not on your side. They want to limit the amount of compensation that you get, and that way they can keep their shareholders happy. They're not concerned about people who have been injured. Plus, when you work with our firm, there are no out-of-pocket expenses to you, and we work on a contingency fee arrangement, which means that we only get paid if we win money for you. Don't try and fight a case on your own. Schedule a time to meet with me and my firm today.